Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another session of podcast. I wish and I'm sure you will enjoy listening to the broadcast.
Our question today is regarding animals and specifically cats. A lot of people like having a cat at home, and it's a very fuss-free pet and adorable pet. But is it advisable to have a cat in the house? Because unlike a dog that might stay outside, a cat is typically all over the house, in the kitchen and in the bedrooms, etc. What's your view on having a cat in the house?
See, the pets at home are very inevitable behavior of the humankind. So, we are the only species on earth who have the sense of ownership. You can see a lot of people having dogs at home, cats. There are people who have monkeys at home. There are people who used to grow snakes at home. They have squirrels, they have birds, they have parrots who can speak, reply, replicate what you speak to them. And they train up a lot of parrots, and it goes on and on and on. If you see the Gulf region and all those big sheikhs, they have a sprawling palace of hundreds of acres. They used to have zoo at home. They have all animals at home, like that. But you're talking about specifically about the cats. There are a lot of varieties of breeds of cats are there. They are all very beautiful. Cat is one animal, which is always clean. You would have noticed it. You don't need to give them a bath. So you know that, right?
Yeah,
They speak and span all the time. And cats at home are a very favorable sort of thing goes on with many people who are pet lovers. So there are houses whom I know, they used to have 10, 15, 20 cats and all that at home. And they normally, you don't need to train them for excretion of their urine and stools and all that. They have a very unique habit. They go outside the house, they dig a pit, and then they excrete there, and then they close the pit and come back. And they are always clean. Yeah.
They put mud over it always.
Oh, yeah. So this has been going on for many thousands of years, people having cat at home. And of course, you have a very high advantage that it will not allow any rat inside the house to lay. It will kill them off. That one advantage you have. They can sometimes fight snakes also when they come in. They can keep the house clean from bigger insects point of view. So they are very clever in that. And one thing is, one recent research what I saw a couple of days ago is with respect to the microbiome part of our body and the animal body. They test a family of a couple, husband and wife, and two small children, and then they completely take the reading of their microbial part of the body for both the children and the father and mother, and they buy a dog. So all of them, they play with the dog, and they're keeping a pet at home. And finally, they after 3 or 4 weeks, they take the readings. So when they tested the dog has acquired almost most of our microbiome into its body. When they tested all the two children and the parent, they have acquired all the dog's microbiome into their body because mingling with the animal. Especially the microbiome part of the dog was hugely available, gone into our system in the children more than the parents. So this should be vice versa happening when you grow cat also, because you play with that, you nourish it, you touch it, you play with that, you feed it and all that. There are many physical contact happen between the people of the house and the pets, especially if you're talking about the cat. So there are a lot of microbiome transfer happens. There are certain part of the science says that some of the microbes of the dogs and the cats are not advisable to get into our system which can become a parasite in us, which can become a pathogen, which can create trouble to us. That very rarely, seldom happens. But dogs at home, that they are, properly kept without rabies by giving anti-rabies periodically. But cats whatsoever, I think they have not caused any much problem unless and until their hair fall is high, which can come into our food, which can, trouble us. The other part is, cats' maintenance is very small. You don't need to give them bath, and they don't often fall sick. They are very good in keeping themselves healthy. So there are people who grow cat at home. There are many people around the world, in every part of the world, and there are various countries in Latin America and all that. They use cat for hunting. They identified animals from far distance and all that. So you can have cats at home if you want to, provided that you take care of them well. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much for spending your quality time. Thank you very much for your attention. I wish you enjoyed this session. See you later.